Good morning, everybody. I am back with day 7 of my lives. What I want to talk about today, I've given this really clickbaity headline, haven't I? What did I call it in the end? Something about how to stay motivated, I think. Because people like to see that shit on social media, don't they? Um, but what I want to talk about is how I keep my clients motivated and how you can use this technique to motivate yourself and to really approach things differently, right? When I am marketing myself on social media because I want to try and find all the people that need my help, people always tell you, oh, you need to future pace. So you need to paint a picture for them about this is what your life could be like. If you worked with me, you're going to have loads of energy, you're going to sleep amazing, you're going to have a brilliant mindset, you're going to maintain a healthy weight, you're going to live this lifestyle that you've always dreamed of. I just think that's a bit shit. It's not shit. Obviously, it works depending on who your ideal client is. But for me, I'm trying to reach people who are so far away from that they just can't imagine it. They just can't imagine their life is going to be that amazing and they're going to be able to achieve all these brilliant things and their health is really going to change to such an extent that they'll feel like that. Actually, when I've spoken to clients, they say that they find that kind of thing really demotivating because they just can't imagine it. They're just so far away. That's so different to how they feel right now that they can't imagine it. If you think about when you might embark on like a health kick, should we call it that? Let's not say journey. I hate that. It sounds really fucking X Factor, doesn't it? My journey so far. But if you think about when people embark on another attempt at fat loss, maybe, or they're trying to change their health in some way, they always start from a position of this is going to be really fucking hard and it's going to be really horrible and I'm going to hate it. I'm not surprised because if you are dusting off your Slimming Fucking World books for the 4th time and you know what's coming and you know that you're going to have to sin foods and eat whatever beige food by the light of a full moon on a Friday or whatever other shit they've come up with now, you know what's coming. You know it's going to be painful. You're going to have to restrict foods. Maybe you're trying to get fit and you know that getting fit is going to be hard and you join a boot camp and it's going to be horrible and you're going to be berated into fitness and stuff like that. So starting off with that mindset of lack, restriction, difficulty, everything is going to feel like a chore. If things feel like a chore, guess what happens? You don't want to do them. We all hate doing things that we don't want to do. And if you are then told on top of that, this is going to be hard, it's going to be uncomfortable. And guess what? You've got to do it consistently, otherwise, it doesn't work. And you've got to turn up every morning, and your day is going to be full of doing shit that you don't want to do. And you've got to do it day after day, otherwise, you don't get any result. Who the hell is motivated by that? No one. So, what I do with my clients, we don't start off painting this amazing picture of health nirvana and in 12 months' time, everything's going to be perfect in your life if you just follow this health regime. So, we don't start from there. We start from what can we do now with the resources that you have, time, headspace, all of those things. What can we do now with the capacity that you have that will move you forward slightly? So, we start off with that. And luckily, because I've been doing this for nearly 10 years and I have lots of data on all my other clients, I can pretty quickly work out for someone. For you, I think we just need to do this one thing. It's going to take you 10 minutes every day, but at the end of the week, you're going to feel better. That is more bearable, right? So we'll start off from that. But the biggest thing that I get all of my clients to get on board with, and something that I start to sow the seeds of straight away when we work together, is curiosity, right? And by that, I mean treating your whole health journey. Oh, I said it, journey. Fuck. I need to think of a better word. Health experience, whatever, transformation, whatever you want to call it. Thinking of it and yourself as an experiment, right? Because then you can approach it with some excitement. It's not a diet, it's finding out a new way of eating that works for you. That might be trying foods that you've never tried before. It might be eating in a way that you haven't tried before. Maybe you have always been told that you have to eat breakfast every morning because that's how people lose weight. So maybe you try fasting, for example. It's an experiment. And if you approach it with curiosity, what that also helps you do is detach yourself from the outcome. So if we go in with this new mindset of, wow, okay, we're going to try a different type of exercise every week. If they try it something 2 or 3 times and they really hate it, I'm not like, sorry, you have to carry on. We don't do it. So if you are approaching it from that kind of area of curiosity, I wonder what kind of exercise I'm going to end up liking. I wonder what my body feels like if I eat more protein. I wonder whether it will make any difference to my sleep if I go to bed half an hour earlier. That kind of stuff. And because we record all of the results of these experiments, we find out very quickly what works for them and what doesn't. If you approach it in that way, the outcomes will take care of themselves, and you are more interested then in figuring out what actually works for me. Because if you try different diets, you don't get a chance to find that out because you follow their rules, or you get told, I'm sorry, you haven't followed the rules, therefore you're not going to get a result. So you never get to find out what really works for you and your body. And you just end up feeling like a shitty failure because you're like, oh my God, I tried such and such diet and I couldn't stick to it and I didn't get results, without actually thinking about, yeah, but that diet wasn't really right for me because it was keto and I like carbs and I was really miserable and I couldn't stick to it. It's always about the method. You are not the problem. How about doing something for a week or 2 weeks and then tweaking it based on the results that you get, which is the way that we should do things, which is the way I coach my clients. That's got a lot to do with mindset as well. When people first come and work with me, a lot of people have quite a fixed mindset about their health, which is normal, right? Because they think that they're failing time and time again. Asking them to be open to the fact that maybe it wasn't you that was failing, maybe it was the way that you were doing things. Let's try something new, let's try a different way of doing things. I think as long as you're open to that, as long as you're open to realizing that, okay, I'm going to try this, it might not work, but if it doesn't, I'll find out why. It might be down to something I did and I can do it differently next time. So curiosity is my trick for keeping my clients motivated. It's always looking for that 1%, isn't it? If I make 1% improvements every day, that compounds, right? And you get really amazing results without feeling like it's been a chore or too much of an effort. Let me know in the comments if you approach your health in this way, or let me know if you've got tips for anyone else who's listening about how they can stay motivated. That's it for today. I will be back tomorrow with what will be day 8 of now 103. I'll see you then.